we are going to be doing a couple of some test hands and also just, take a look at some of our siding strategies with the Dino Dogmatica deck. We are just going through a going first strategy, right? So with these, we are focused on our goal is to build a board that consists of UCT, Doka, and also the barrier statue of storm winds. This is such a cool board because it's really hard to break this board. A lot of people do a lot of special summoning nowadays with our top meta decks, which are going to be the Dinosaur, still Infernoble, Dragon Link. It's really hard for them to break that board, especially because they need a lot of special summoning, so they really need to out it. So this is going to be our our main goal is to build this deck. Now if you aren't able to build this deck, that's why I love the fact that we can implement the Dogmatica engine to have a backup plan, which we'll show you later on how that works. So if you see over here, we're just building through the main board that we want, and there you go. I love the fact that whenever the Sumords get summoned, you'll be able to protect it from targeting, right? So pretty good. Now we're going to go going second. Such a good deck, how you can opt to go first, but if you lose the die roll when you go second, you are able to freaking OTK, right? So this specific deck, you have the ability to play around hand traps, which is very prominent in today's format. You got your impermanence, you got your Ash, you got the Gamma especially, but having like Lost World, having miscellaneous that protects your dinosaurs from card effects is such a major advantage till this day. A lot of people want miscellaneous to be banned, which is understandable because that card is super broken. You also have one of the best boss monsters in the game, which is Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, which, okay, summon all these monsters. I'm just gonna summon UCT and clear out your board. Such a hard counter, especially for decks that are summoning just a bunch of monsters on the field. So going OTK, going second is such a cool goal with going second. I love the fact that we have the Jubies. The Jubies really propelled this deck like crazy. Oh, and wait, we also have Dino Wrestler Prankatops that is, searchable, which is nuts. Dino Prankatops is one of the best cards out there. That's why it's at 1. So that's your board going second. So with this one, we are going to, side in going second against control. Pardon that error. That Dark Ruler should be a third lightning storm, but these are the stuff that we're checking out: the traps, barrier statue, and then the one ecclesia, and then the 2 lost worlds. Let me know in comments below if you guys want to get an updated profile for this October's 2020. So these are going to be my going second against control. We have 2 hand traps, which is pretty dope. Drawing the 2 hand traps, Ash or Impermanence, is pretty nice. But I tell you, having a Prankatops just to summon and then go off from there is pretty nice. And I love the fact that the Nadir Servant, whenever you activate that, you have the Elder Entity, and then the what was the other one, the Fossil Warrior Skull Knight, that disrupt the board. It helps you clear out the path for your UCT or just for your monsters that just annihilates the board, right? You have your blow up cards against control, such as Evenly Match and Lightning Storm. So even if you have those cards, you still have the especially Lightning Storm. It just gives you the way where you can just don't have to worry about back row. Back row, like the Dogmatica and Vogue, the Eldritch Dragma, two of the main two of the top 5 decks on a format right now that can definitely the potential of our Lightning Storm evenly is sky high. So see how it's just like vomiting all these monsters there, and just having that fleur-de-lis for negate is pretty awesome. So now we're going to be showing you the strategy going first. Taking out the hand traps. You wanna put in the Appointed Red Lotus, Imperial Order, and Solid Judgment. So this is against cards like Dark Ruler No More, or any blow up cards that can potentially annihilate our going first board, like the Barrier Statue of the Storm Winds. That lock is very proficient. It's very consistent, but Dark Ruler No More really hinders that. That's why you brought out the Solemn Judgment, the Pointers, and Imperial Order to help combat that. But on this play, we are going to showcase you how the Dogmatica engine works, and with one Nadir Servant. After this, you're gonna be able to summon out El Shaddai Window. A freaking floodgate. A lot of decks can out that. And in tandem with that, I believe you have with one Nadir Servant, you also have the ability to get the Dogmatica Fleur-de-Lis, because I know at the very end you're going to be summoning Ecclesia by the Ash Dragon, and then that one also gives you, the Ecclesia gives you Fleur-de-Lis, so you have that interruption up next. So this is going to be essentially like your plan B, just in case your Dino board gets disrupted. So these are going to be our siding strategy when it comes to dealing with control. 3 Dark Ruler No More and 3 Evenly Match. And with these, again, you're going to be taking out the stuff that's probably not going to help you going first, which are going to be the traps. You can argue probably not lost world, but to each their own, right? So with these should be the last test hand that we'll do. And look, we open up Dark Ruler No More and also Evenly Match. Oh my god, what a tandem. So first you're going to activate that Dark Ruler No More, and then go ahead and proceed to Evenly Match, and then build your board. Having a backup plan of just simply summoning a Doka with 2 negates and also a Prankatops is such a hard task, especially if you annihilated their board, because typically it's so hard for combo decks to have a follow-up whenever they already summed up all of their resources, right? So going up against Infernoble, going up against Dragon Link, it's gonna be hard for them to come back whenever you just annihilated their board by utilizing Dark Ruler No More or Evenly Matched. But I know there's that card that rips everything, right? So that's why I'm right now on this deck. I'm playing 8 hand traps, but I might want to include another one so I can draw into more consistently, at least 2, so I can disrupt them, and then I can just go off from there. Also on the extra deck, I might take out Pentastag and actually add Almirage, as sometimes during play testing I need it. But this is what we have. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.